The toll of AIDS is demonstrated on that memorial. Those people who died of AIDS were the guinea pigs who made our lives a lot better. People have to remember that this community went and supported all those folks, and this memorial is there to just make sure that they're immortalized.
When those first 5 cases were reported, there were already 250,000 gay men infected with HIV. And by the time the virus was discovered and an antibody test was commercially available, there were perhaps 500,000 gay men infected in the United States. And the vast majority of those men have died.
There's more than one aspect. There's a personal aspect of actual human beings who died. And then there is this culture that disappeared in 5 seconds.
All the plays never written, the performances never sung, the books never written, even the audiences that never filled the seats.
All the people we lost, all of the older people who could have been mentors to me to show me how to get older as a gay man that I don't have.
The gay men that I personally lost, and many of the gay men that I worked with at the airline were bright, kind, fun, nice people. They wanted the same things out of life that all the rest of us want. They wanted to have a relationship, to be loved, to grow old together, many of them, and they contributed to our society in many ways, and it is absolutely devastating that we lost so many.
I have this belief or theory, not that there's a big difference between those two, that AIDS is what caused gay marriage. You know, that all these astonishing changes in society's idea of being gay, I don't think they would have happened without AIDS. If you can stay in Atlanta and buy a house in the suburbs and marry your boyfriend and be a dentist, they do. So, you know, it turns out that the average homosexual turned out to be more average than homosexual. This is a surprising thing to me.
It's something that has not been universally welcomed by gay communities. I know that. I do. I'm happy about it. I won't call her my wife, but I'm happy to have a legal piece of paper.
There's nothing more important than having someone in your life, you know, to be your witness, to be your partner, to be there when you need something. I always had so many friends. I never saw marriage as something necessary. But the older I get, the fewer friends there are. And so now I understand on a deep personal level what it means to have someone who's been a witness to your life's journey to be there with you to the end.
And suddenly, here we are now with gay marriage and gays in the military, where they've been excluded before. All of that happened, and the band Played On played an important part in that recognition that there was a large number of gay men in America. But the AIDS epidemic was really the thing that focused us on the fact that there were large numbers of gay men, that your uncle, the bachelor, your brother, your son, maybe even your dad, was gay. It took 800,000 gay men to die for the American public to realize that homosexuals were a large part of this community. That was really the legacy of the AIDS epidemic.
You know, now's the time to say what the impact was on his family, and for his memory to be, washed clean of this, horror that was, put upon them, really.
I went to see him in Quebec City at the hospital, and he didn't know I was coming because I couldn't say if I was able to get on a flight or not. So I showed up there, and he's in bed. Oh, Gaëtan, we got some phone. And then he was very self-conscious of what he looked like because he had those the purple spot on him from the KS. And so he's covering his head. I said, no, c'est correct. So then he said to me, well, you know what? I will get a Dalmatian dog, and I'll take him running on the beach, so we'll look the same, like we're twins. Things, he made humor. Like he wasn't, he was, that's how I knew him. So I decided to do this for Gaëtan. Like, I just felt, well, this is my chance to really show him how much I loved him, by coming forward and say, no, this is not true. No, this is not true.
This photo, I think is probably the nicest one because he looks very sweet and he's just sitting there being sweet. This one was probably the most famous one. He's kind of in the air. He's flying. He's having a good time. He looks angelic. He's like this golden boy, in the air. And this is the one where he was trying to show his dick. He doesn't manage to get his dick in the picture. This picture I didn't send to Life magazine because another friend who has a great gallows humor sense said, don't send that one to Life. They probably don't want to see the murder weapon. So they didn't get this one. You have it somehow. That is all of them, actually.
It's saying, Je vous fais mes adieux. I'm saying goodbye. Je vous aime, I love you, and I'm waiting for you in heaven, basically, and Gaëtan. Of course, the airplane, our job, and...
It says, well, the last part is, we'll see you in heaven. We'll see you in heaven. Poof. I can't remember the first part. That's age. The first part, I'm saying goodbye to you. I love you, and I'm waiting for you in heaven. That's beautiful. And I'll see him there. I'm already talking to him.
I don't know what the legacy of the photos is. Hopefully they portray him in a positive light because even though it's a sort of a negative and a sad story, he wasn't negative or a sad person. Like he was very happy and, funny and so I think the photos represent him kind of nicely, if you will. Like he looks like an attractive young guy who's enjoying himself, and that's who he was.